Hello friends, how are you? I hope you all are doing good. So we are starting with a very important chapter, one of the most important chapters of cost accounting, that is standard costing. Standard costing. Now this is chapter number 14. Chapter number 14 for us, right? Now the standard costing is one of the most important chapters of cost accounting, and I can say 99% you will expect a question from standard costing in the examination. The question paper without standard costing is, I can say, hard to imagine. So it is one of the most important chapters. Listen to each and everything very carefully. I'll try to make it as simple as possible, right? Because there are going to be lots and lots of formulas in this, right? But we'll try to understand what everything means, right? In this lecture, we'll start with very basics. What is a standard? Then why are we studying the standard costing? What is standard costing? So everything we are going to study about it. Right now, before we start, what you people have to do is subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you get all the notifications whenever we are uploading a video, and share with maximum people on all the platforms. And you can share us on all the platforms, on Instagram, on Telegram. You can join the group and the channel. All the links are given in the video description, so do check the description once. Everything is there in the description, for notes, for handbooks, right, for the solved question books, for the concept book, the best in line handbooks with these free YouTube lectures. You can visit our website, that is www.ksjteaching.org, and you can download our Android mobile app. All the links are given in the video description, right? So let's get started with standard costing. Now, when we are talking about standard costing, the first thing that we need to understand is what are standards, right? What are standards? We'll take a very simple example from your life only, right? We'll take a very simple example. Say you are a CA student, CA or a CMA or whichever course you are doing, right? Now you are studying this subject, cost accounting. For a particular day, your exams are nearing. For a particular day, you plan for something, right? You plan what? That you will cover 3 chapters in 3 hours. Now this is what you are planning for, right? Costing, you are studying the costing, and you plan for that you will cover 3 chapters in 3 hours. Now this is what? This plan is what? This is your thought process. This is your thought process, that what you are planning for, right? You plan that you will cover 3 chapters in 3 hours. You are fully motivated. You are, really pumped up that yes, I will do it. 3 chapters in 3 hours, not a tough job for me, right? Now, when you are planning something, you have planned this thing that 3 chapters in 3 hours, that means you are setting some standards for you. You are setting the standards for you that yes, you can cover 3 chapters in 3 hours, right? So this is what? This is what? You are setting standards, right? Standards means some goals you are setting, right? Some plannings you are setting, some thought process you have that yes, this thing I will do in this much time or in a particular way. You are setting the standards for yourself that yes, this is to be done in this way or in this many hours, right? So you are setting the standards that yes, I have to do this job in this much time, right? You are planning something. Your thought process is like, I will cover this, don't worry. After that, what happened, sir? After that, you started studying, but after 1 hour of study, you were really tired. Your eyes were really tired, and you thought that let's take a nap of 10 minutes. I will cover it up, don't worry. I will cover 3 chapters in 3 hours. The next one is a short chapter. I can cover it in, less than an hour. So let's have a nap of 10 minutes, quick nap, a short nap of 10 minutes. After that, I will continue with my studies and I will cover 3 chapters in 3 hours. But what happened? You lie down to have a short nap of 10 minutes, but you are waking up after 1 hour. Right? So this is a very common story. I think a lot of people, will be able to relate to it. Let me know in the comment section if this has happened with you, right? You lie down for 10 minutes. It has happened with me also. Especially, when we are students, when the books are in front of us, the books brings the sleep, isn't it? The books always bring sleep. Books is equal to sleep. So you lie down just for 10 minutes, but you wake up after one hour. Now what happened? Your plan, your standards that you had set, that you will cover 3 chapters in 3 hours, it is gone somewhere. So what happened actually now? Standard was 3 chapters in 3 hours. Now let's see what actually happened. What actually happened is you covered 3 chapters in 5 hours. Right? Now this is what? This is what actually happened. Actuals. Clear? You are setting the standards that you will cover 3 chapters for 3 hours. This is for yourself. The standards you are setting it for yourself. Right? But somehow, because of the situation, you lie down for 10 minutes, but you slept for 1 hour, and after, you wake up, you are spending some time in tea, coffee, watching some TV, watching IPL, watching World Cup, right? And you are able to cover 3 chapters in 5 hours. Now, this is what actually happened. What you planned for. So, there is a difference between what you planned for and what actually happened. Isn't it? You planned for 3 chapters in 3 hours, but what actually happened? 3 chapters in 5 hours. So this difference, right? This difference of 2 hours, this is known as variance. Right? This is known as variance. So what is a variance? Variance is the difference between what you plan for and what actually happened. Difference between what you planned for and what actually happened. This is known as variance or variances, and this is what we are going to study in standard costing. So standards, what are standards? Standards are the plans. Standards are your thought process, right? That you will do this particular job in a particular way or in particular number of hours, right? Or particular, if you are manufacturing something, the particular quantity will be used. So this is what you plan for. But it is not necessary that things will go as planned. Right? It is not necessary that things will go as planned. There can be a variance. Say you are on a trip, you are going on a trip, and what you plan for is that I will reach my destination in the next 4 hours. Right? But on the way, your car breaks down and you are not able to reach the destination in 4 hours, but you reach it in 5 hours. Right? So that is what? You planned for 4 hours, but actually what happened? The 5 hours. So there is a difference between what you planned for and what actually happened. That is known as a variance. Right? So this is the very basic. What are standards? What you planned for? What is variance? Right? The difference between what you planned for and what actually happened. Now, let's take another scenario. Let's take one more scenario. Okay, sir. On the similar example, we are going to take another scenario also. So the another scenario is, again you are a CA or CMA student. Right? You are planning for something. Costing. You plan. Right? Now this is what? This is your thought process. Now what is your plan? What is your plan? What are you planning? Sir, the plan is that I will cover 3 chapters in 3 hours. Right? Now this is what you planned for. What actually happened? Now this is the standards. Now I can call them as standards. Right? Now what actually happened? What actually happened was you covered 4 chapters in 3 hours. Right? This is your actuals. Sorry, 4 chapters in 5 hours. Wait. You are covering 4 chapters in 5 hours, right? This is your actuals. Clear? This much is clear? Right, sir. Now, can you tell me the variance in this case? Can you tell me the variance? Sir, the variance is 2 hours. Very simple. You will say, sir, the variance is 2 hours. Right? That you are running late by 2 hours. You planned for some things in the 3 hours, but you are able to do it in 5 hours. So that means the variance is 2 hours. Now, my simple question is, can you compare this 3 hours and 4 hours? Can you compare this? Right? The standards, listen to it very carefully what I am saying, because I'm going to use this concept whenever in the next lecture when we will start actually with the variances, right? I'm going to use this concept. This is a very important concept. This is the base of this, right? So listen to it very carefully. What I'm saying is, see, I'm setting the standards for 3 chapters. Now, this 3 chapters is my output. This 4 chapters, this is my output. Right? This is my output. Now, if I say that there is a variance of 2 hours between 3 hours and 5 hours, right? You will say, sir, 2 hours, this is the variance. But just let me know, sir, standards were set for 3 chapters, whereas the actuals are for 4 chapters. Now, can you compare it? Can you compare it? The standards I have set for 3 chapters, whereas the actual figures that I have is 4 chapters in 5 hours. Can you compare the standards of 3 chapters with the actual of 4 chapters? Can you compare it? The answer is absolutely no. Sir, how can you compare the standards and actuals of the different outputs? You cannot do that. Isn't it? You cannot do that. For simple example, sir, you are traveling to a place A. Right? Listen to it very carefully. So, you are traveling. I'll take another example to make you better understand. So, this is place A and this is place B. Right? This is 20 kilometers and this is 30 kilometers. Clear? You are traveling to A. You are traveling to A. Your standard was say 1 hour. Right? Your standard for this destination A was 1 hour, but actually you traveled to destination B. Actually, and the actual time taken here was 1.5 hours. So you will say, sir, there is a variance of 0.5. But can you compare the standards of 20 kilometers with the actuals of 30 kilometers? No, you cannot. Right? Because we will be covering the different distances. Accordingly, the standards were set for 20 kilometers, not for 30 kilometers. Actuals are for 30 kilometers and not for 20 kilometers. So if your output is different, right? If your output is different, that means the standards and the actuals should be for the same output. Right? In this case, now if you want to compare these actuals, if you actually want to compare these actuals, right? These actuals, if you want to compare, right? That means first you will have to set the standards for 4 hours. Right? Here the comparison is not possible. Comparison, right? Not possible between 3 chapters, standards of 3 chapters. Standards of 3 chapters and the actuals of 4 chapters. So what you will need to do is, if you want to make the comparison, first you will set standards for 4 hours. 4 chapters, sorry. You need to set the standards for 4 chapters. Right? So what will be the standard for 4 chapters? Standard for 4 chapters will be 4 hours, right? 3 chapters in 3 hours, that means on an average 1 hour 1 chapter. So 4 chapter in 4 hours. Now these are the standards. Now these are the standards for actual output. The actual number of chapters that you have covered, that is 4 chapters. This is the actual output, right? So this is my standards for actual output. Now I can compare these 4 hours with these 5 hours, and I will say that there is a variance there is a variance of 1 hour. There is a variance of 1 hour. Clear? So this is your actual output, right? This is your standard output, what you planned for. So if the standard output and the actual output is different, you need to first calculate the standards for the actual output and then compare it with the actuals of the actual output. Actuals of actual output. Clear? You cannot directly compare the standards of 3 chapters with the actuals of 4 chapters, because standards are set for something different thing, right? And actuals are for something different. Similarly, like this traveling example, standards are set for destination A, which is 20 kilometers, and actuals we are comparing for destination B, which is 30 kilometers. Can you do it? No, right? Because 20 kilometers, there will be a difference in the standard time for 20 kilometers and 30 kilometers, obviously. Right? So first you will calculate the standards for this 30 kilometer and then compare it with the actuals of 1.5 kilometers. Clear? Now this is a very, very, very important point in standard costing. This is the base. This is from where we will be starting. Right? That is why I have spent so much time on this. I am explaining this in detail. This is why. Right? Because this is a very important base of standard costing, that how we are going to proceed with it. Clear? So always remember that when the standards for the output, standard output is different than the actual output, right? The first thing that you need to calculate is standards for actual output. Now this is the most important part. I hope up till this point you will be clear. Now, when we talk about variances, let's have a small discussion on the variances also. When we are talk about variances, now what are variances? Difference between what you planned for and what actually happened, right? So write this down. What are variances? Difference between what you planned for, right? Difference between what you planned for and what actually happened. Right? These are known as variances. Clear? Now, when we talk about variances, sir, we have two types of variances. If you want to divide the variances, we have two types of variances. One is adverse variance. And other one is a favorable variance. Right? So what is an adverse variance and what is a favorable variance? Adverse variance is in the above example, like you planned for 3 chapters in 3 hours. Right? This is your standard. And what actually happened? Actuals 3 chapters in 5 hours. So it is favorable for you or it is not good for you? You are not able to achieve your standards when the actuals are more than the standards. Right? What is adverse? Adverse means that you set the standards for 3 chapters in 3 hours, but you are able to cover in 5 hours. So this is not a good thing for you. Right? So this is an adverse variance. Right? When the actual time taken is more than the standard time you planned for. Right? This is adverse variance. That is something which went against our planning. Clear? Now what is favorable, sir? If this is adverse, what is favorable? The favorable is, say you are setting the standards for 3 chapters in 3 hours, right? But the actuals that you have attained is 3 chapters in 2.5 hours. So this is a favorable condition. You have saved 0.5 hours. You have saved 0.5 hours, right? 30 minutes you have saved. So you can spend this 30 minutes, you can take rest, you can watch TV, you can have food, whatever, right? So the actuals, whatever you planned for, it went according to your plans. In fact, the better than what you planned for. In this case, the plans were actually going here and there totally, right? So what actually happened was totally against what you planned for. In the second case, in the favorable case, the actuals were better than what you planned for, right? So it is a favorable condition. So whenever we will study the standard costing, right, or variance analysis, even we call it as, so variances we will always categorize into adverse and favorable. So there is a third category also, sir. Third category is where there is no variance basically, right? So whenever we are talking about variances, it will either be adverse or it will be favorable. The third category is if there are no variances, no the standards and the actuals are absolutely same, right? So the third category in this case, third category is where the standards, say the standard 3 chapters in 3 hours, right? Then you plan for actuals 3 chapters in 3 hours. Now here no variance, right? If there will be variance, the variance will either be adverse or it will be favorable in case it is a variance, right? Now one very important thing in this case, say you are setting the standard that you will cover 3 chapters of costing in 0.5 hours, that is in 30 minutes, right? You are setting the standards for yourself that you will cover 3 chapters in 3 hours, but what actually happened that you are covering 3 chapters in say 2.5 hours. Now you will say, sir, there is a variance of 2 hours, isn't it? 2 hours variance. Definitely there is a variance. But one thing very important here, that the standards that you have set, that is 3 chapters in 0.5 hours, are these the very realistic standards? Just think about costing. Can you cover 3 chapters in 30 minutes? It is practically not possible, sir. Even I cannot cover 3 chapters in 30 minutes. How is it possible? If you are setting the standards that you will cover 3 chapters in 30 minutes, that means you are not going through the chapters completely. You are just going through over the reading, just reading the chapters and nothing else. This is not preparation. Then that means you are not preparing for a competitive examination, professional examination. No, right? So very important thing is, whenever you are setting the standards, you should set realistic standards, right? The standards should be realistic. Standards set should be realistic, right? If you are not setting the realistic standards, in that case the variance analysis, the study of that variance towards it will be misleading, completely misleading, right? So whenever you plan to set the standards, those standards should be very much realistic. Clear? So I hope whatever we have covered till now, you are able to understand that what is a standard, what is variance, right? How this point is very, very important. The second example, very important, that how to calculate the standards for actual output. Only then we can compare with the actuals of actual output, right? So this is one of the most important things that we are going to use. This part is very important. After that, the variances being divided into adverse and favorable, right? And the standards should be set realistically. Otherwise, there is no meaning of comparing the standards with the actual. The variance analysis, whatever the variance analysis will be, it will be absolutely misleading, right? Now, this is all about the standards and the variances that we are talking about. Now, if we talk about the term standard costing, we have used the term standard costing. What is this standard costing? Standard costing, sir, simply means we are setting the standards for cost, setting the standards for cost, right? Setting the standards that, say I am a manufacturer, I am manufacturing a particular thing, right? I will have to incur the cost. I will set the standards that in manufacturing this particular unit of the product, or in manufacturing these many units of that product, this should be my cost. Obviously, I will plan for something, right? The unplanned things will never be successful. I will plan for something that if I want to manufacture a particular product, this will be the cost, that is what I am planning for, right? This will be the cost which I am planning for. Say I am manufacturing a t-shirt, I will say that a particular quantity of the material will be used, the cost will be this. The particular number of labor hours will be used, the cost will be this. So what I am doing is I am planning for the cost of my product, right? After that, when the product is ready, right, when the product is ready, that means the actual, now these standards are being set before the start of the process, right? The standards are being set before the start of process, before start of process, right? After that, what I will do is I will compare with the actuals. I will compare with actual cost, right? This is after the process. This is after completion of process. After completion of process, right? I will compare with the actuals and then try to find out the variances, if any, right? From here, I will calculate the variances, if any, and try to find out the reasons for the variances, right? Find out reasons for variances. Now this is very important to find out the reason, that if there is a difference, why there is a difference, right? Very important to understand. Like in this case, if you say there is a difference between what you planned for, right, 3 chapters in 3 hours, and actually happened 3 chapters in 5 hours, right? You need to introspect that why there is a difference. I planned for 3 hours, why I am able to complete in 5 hours, right? The reason is very simple. You took a nap. You decided for the nap of 10 minutes, but you wake up after 1 hour. And after waking up, you are having your tea, coffee, and all those things. Yeah, right. You are spending 1 hour in that. So obviously 3 chapters will be covered in 5 hours. These reasons are very important, because ultimately if you have to reconcile the actuals and the standards, right, you need to eliminate those reasons. You need to understand that why there is a difference between the standards and the actuals. You need to first find out that what is the reason behind that variance. Similarly, in a manufacturing process, when we say we are setting the standards for a cost and we are comparing with the actual cost, we need to find out the reasons of the difference. Clear? Now, when we talk about the costing, standard cost, and we are using the term standard cost and the actual cost. That means we are using the term cost, right? Whenever we use this term cost, what are the 3 major categories of cost in cost accounting? We have already studied about it. What are the 3 major categories? Sir, there are 3 major costs that we study in cost accounting. What are the 3 major costs that we study? The first one is material cost, right? Second one is labor cost, and third one is overhead cost, right? So in standard costing also, we will study about these 3 costs only. We will try to set the standards for the material cost and then compare it with the actual cost, right? Material means the raw material cost, right? So first we will set the standards for the raw material, that how much of raw material is to be consumed, what will be the price of that raw material, right? What will be the cost of the raw material, and we will compare it with the actuals. What is the actual quantity of raw material that has been used? What is the actual price of raw material at which it has been procured? What is the actual cost? If there is a variance, we'll try to find out the reasons for that variance, right? Similarly, for the labor cost, say I am manufacturing a particular product, I am setting the standards that this particular product will take this many hours of the labor. I'll compare it with the actuals, whether actually in that particular time the product is completed or not. Similarly for the overhead cost. Now, so this is what we are going to study in this chapter. We are going to study about the material variances. We are going to study about the labor variances. We are going to study about the overhead. Now overheads also I will divide it into two parts. In this chapter I will divide it into two parts. One is the variable overheads, right? The other one is the fixed overheads. So we'll study about the variable overhead variances and we will study about the fixed overhead variances. So about the cost, standard costing means setting the standards for the cost. Which cost? Three major cost: material cost, labor cost and overhead cost. In the overhead cost I will bifurcate it into variable cost and the fixed overheads, right? Variable overheads and fixed overheads. So we are going to set the standards, compare it with the actuals and find out the variances, right? Finding out the reason is the job of the company, right? That is not our job. Our job is to find out the variances. I'll tell to the top management that these are the differences, these are the variances, right? Further, you should introspect, you should find out what are the reasons. Clear? So this is about the standard costing. So now we'll continue in the next lecture. In the next lecture, I'll start with some of the examples. I'll like further, this lecture, I'll continue with this part only with some examples, right? With some, till now we have taken the examples from our CA, this study part, right, from your life. But after tomorrow means the next lecture, right? Whenever you will be watching the next lecture, in the next lecture we'll start with some realistic examples from the business point of view, right? With that we'll be able to revise also whatever we have covered in this one, in this lecture, and we will try to understand that how the variances work in the manufacturing. After that we will move on to the actual material variances, right? So revise thoroughly whatever we have done so far. All those who want the books, all the formulas, everything is given in the book, right? All those who want the books, they can buy it from the website, that is www.ksjteaching.org. The question answer book is fully solved, right? The soft copy is also available on the Android mobile app, that is KSJ Teaching. So see you guys in the next lecture. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, keep studying, keep sharing. Thank you so much.